The Museum of the Ancient Orient in Istanbul archaeological museums were based on the Muza-i Humayun, the Imperial Museum, that was built in 1869. After Hagia Irene Church proved to be insufficient for the exhibition of the artifacts stored, the tiled kiosk was transformed into a museum. The building of the Museum of the Ancient Orient, which is still one of the best examples of neoclassical architecture in Istanbul, is originally the Fine Arts Academy that Osman Hamdi Bey built back in 1883, which was the first fine arts school that was opened in the Ottoman Empire. The building's architect Alexander Valori later constructed the Istanbul Archaeological Museum's classic building. Because of the law that enforces every governor to send the artifacts they found to the government, Ottomans were able to gather many historical artifacts. When you get inside, you will be greeted with many striking historical artifacts from Anatolia and the regions around it. You should definitely see these works exhibited in the Museum of the Ancient Orient. Statue of a King Shalmaneser III. 858 to 824 BC Asr, call it Shurgat. In the inscriptions, the king gives a brief account of his genealogical titles and characteristics as follows. Shalmaneser, the great king, the mighty king, king of all the four regions, the powerful and the mighty rival of the princes of the whole earth, universe, the great ones, the king's son of Assur-Nasinapli, King of Universe, King of Assyria, grandson of Tukulti-Ninurta, King of Universe, King of Assyria. The inscription continues with his compangs and deeds of the lands of Urartu, Syria, Namri, Kay and Tabal and comes to an end as follows. At the time I rebuilt the walls of my city Ashur from their foundations to their summits. I made an image at my royal self and set it up in the metalworkers' get. Sacred Basin, Kutsal Tekne, gift of Gudea the governor of Lagash, to the temple of the god Ningirzu. Gudea period. 2144-2124 BC Girsu, Tello. This basin, which was an important of the temple, contained sacred water. The scene of a winged goddess reaching down from the sky and holding in both hands a round-based vessel from which water overflows and mixes with the water erupting and overflowing from a similar vessel held by two goddesses below is repetitiously depicted 7 times round the basin. A level of wavy water is shown below the ground line on which the goddesses at the bottom and standing. Statue with inscriptions Puzur Ishtar, Governor. Old Babylonian period. Mari. Tel Hariri. The statue was brought from the city of Mari to Babylon as war booty in the Neo-Babylonian period. From the Northwest Palace King. Ashur-Nasir-Fall II. Standing Genie. Ashur-Nasir-Fall II. Period. 883 to 859 BC. Measure and weights in Mesopotamia. Governor of Lagash, Gudea. 2141-2122 BC Girsu. Akkadian King Naram Sin 2254-2218 BC Pir Hussein, Diyarbakir. This stele is a work of art giving the extent of the Akkadian kingdom and reflecting the artistic characteristics in Naramzin period. Pivot stone of the door. Foundation figurines.